Namaste, friends. Welcome back to the channel Sadhaka through Movement Yoga. I'm really excited to be back for another guided class of the fluid movement yoga. It would be great if you had a look to the previous guided classes, so you can be familiar with the style of the practice and with transitions, sun salutations and poses. But if this is the first video you watch, it's also fine. Yes, I always like to start the classes giving the importance, giving importance to the fact that we all have an individual body, like with the uniqueness of your body, of yourself. And that's why I always recommend to go with your body, to listen to your body and go as far as you want to go. When it comes to strength, or to hold a pose for a longer time, like the resistance, it is not the same for everyone, which is good. You know, I'm not saying that one thing is better than the other, but it is good that you take the breaks you need throughout the practice. And also, if you feel that you don't need any breaks, you can go through the practice safely and like breathing nicely in an even manner. So you just go with it. You know, to me, sometimes in some days I have like more resistance. I feel like I have more energy and I can go through the practice with no breaks or less breaks. But some other days are like, you know, I need to take my time. It is funny because sometimes when you do that, when we actually listen into the body, we gain or we regain the energy that we thought we didn't have it. But also in some practices, you feel like, oh, I'm just taking it easy, and it's also fine. I have to say that this practice, perhaps it's a bit, let's say, from the stronger side. So yeah, we're gonna be sweating and feeling like all the different muscles and parts of the body. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. And before to start the class, I would like to share with you a quote or a paragraph from the book Shambhala, and it goes like that. There is a natural order and harmony to this world, which we can discover. We cannot study, analyze, or measure that order. We can feel it. We can feel it in our bones, in our hearts, in our minds. So experiencing the greatness of the sacred world is recognizing the existence of that vast and primordial wisdom present in everything, in every moment. It is never tarnished or diminished by the relative problems in this world. So we're gonna start today the practice at the front of the mat in standing position. We start here in Tadasana. Make yourself comfortable here and feel this first moment of like being standing on your feet on the ground. Nice. Feel the soil of the feet, feel your legs. Nice, your pelvis. And then coming up through your abdomen, chest, shoulders. We're gonna relax the arms by the sides of the body with palms. If it's comfortable to you, you can bring the palms facing forward. Nice. Align the back of the neck with the spine. Nice. And we're gonna take a few nice breaths here, like natural breaths. Just let your body breathe as it wants. Nice. I like to imagine like I inhale from my feet all the way up to the crown of the head. And then when I exhale, I let the air go down from the crown of the head, from my head, all the way to the feet and back into the earth. So there is this flow of like breathing from the earth through your body. Nice. And then with the exhalation, we just let it go. We feed the earth back with the breath. Nice. And here perhaps you find, by doing this, you find like an even breath. So we come into Samavriti, like even inhale and even exhale. And then from here, as we exhale, we're gonna gently open the eyes and take a moment here to be aware now of the space of the room you are. Nice. Feel the presence of your body in the mat. Nice, just getting ready to start your practice. We come into Samastiti here, feet together, toes perhaps touching and heels slightly apart. Nice, we activate the legs, activate your glutes. Nice, abdomen slightly in. Nice, expand through the chest. Relax the shoulders and the arms by the body. And we feel the elongation of the body here. We're gonna start inhaling, and as you root your feet on the floor, we're gonna lift the arms up, elongate. Nice. I like to wiggle my fingers here. There is a little bit of a back bend here if you feel comfortable. Nice, and then exhale, both arms down. Coming back into Samastiti here. And then again, inhale, arms up. Elongation all the way up. And as we exhale, we bring the torso forward, arms forward. Nice. Bring the weight to your heels. Nice. We come into a 90-degree angle. We keep the torso and arms parallel to the floor. Strong legs. Nice, and then inhale, we come back up. Elongate here, exhale. Nice, it's almost like we are like stretching the body, like making it longer. We are like opening the body, like getting ready for the practice. Elongating the spine, nice. And next time we come up, inhale, arms up. Nice, fingertips touch here, Hakini Mudra. Then exhale again, we move forward and down. And then slowly bring the fingertips to the floor, to the shins, to the ankles. From here, inhale, look forward. Nice. Feel how you elongate the spine to the front. And there is a little bit of like anterior pelvic tilt here. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look to the front again. Exhale, we're gonna come into a high plank. You can jump, or I'm gonna do the first one this way. So I bring one leg to the back and then the other. Nice, come into your high plank, Palankasana. Now push away the floor with both hands. Nice. External, rotate the elbows, the eye of the elbows to the front, and use all the fingers, palms, both palms of the hands to press the floor. Nice, and then exhale, we bring the knees down. Bend the elbows, chin and chest to the floor, and then inhale into a cobra pose. Nice, roll the shoulders back. And nice, and I like always to give importance here to the lower back. So we don't want to feel any any pain or discomfort in the lower back, just imagine your spine goes from your pelvis all the way to the feet. So almost like the legs are an extension of the spine. So we let the air go through. Nice. If you need to bend the elbows, you bend the elbows here a little bit, or moving the hands a little bit more forward. Nice. And as we exhale, we come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice. Take time here to adjust your feet and move here freely in your downward dog. Just play a little bit with the knees, the bending and extending. Nice. Feel the ground with your hands. Just feel your mat. With the toes, with the sole of the feet. Nice. And from here, we're gonna jump forward, float, or just walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. And as we inhale, just come all the way up. Strong legs. Elongate from the waist all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti here. Nice. From here, we come into Utkatasana. Bend the knees, hips down, touch the floor with the fingertips. Inhale, arms up. Nice. We keep the knees together here. They press each other. And then as we exhale, we extend the knees and come into Uttanasana. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, jump back or walk the feet back into a high plank. Nice. From here we come into Chaturanga. Bend the elbows. We come into Cobra or your upward facing dog. Nice. Just choose what you prefer. Nice. And then from here, exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice. We're gonna take a moment here, a few breaths. Perhaps we move the heels closer to the floor, or if you have them on the floor, we press the heels down. Nice. And then sink in the chest, opening the shoulders and elbows externally. And Drishti goes to your belly. With the next exhalation, we're gonna jump forward or moving the feet to the hands. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, we come into Utkatasana. Bend the knees, hips down. Nice. You can come into Hakini Mudra or keeping both arms parallel or doing any other variation. Nice. We have the force of bringing the hips down here, strong legs, and then we have another opposite force that goes from the waist all the way to the hands, like lifting, elongating to the sky. Nice. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Nice. Take a few breaths here. And we carry on. We come into Utkatasana again, bending the knees, hips down, fingertips touching the floor. Inhale, arms up. Nice. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, we jump back to the back of the mat or walk the feet back. Nice. We're gonna come into plank pose, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, really good. From here, we're gonna take a moment. We're gonna bring the knees down, like really slow, lifting the heels. Nice, really slow. We bring the knees down onto the floor, coming to your tabletop. And we're gonna do some exercises for the wrists. I actually feel not great in my right wrist, so I need a little bit of preparation, I feel. We're gonna do a few circles to one of the sides here, like moving all the joints of the body. Nice. Nice. Move to the sides, to the back, to the front. Nice. Nice. Feel of or think of this movement as it is so like natural and easy to do. Like I feel it, like in the body, just like circling. But it's doing a lot. So we are lubricating all the joints of the body. Nice. Releasing any tension as well. Nice. You can change directions of the circle. You can just play a little bit with like some improv. Nice. Moving the hips side to side. Nice. Bending the elbows, like rounding and curving the spine. Slowly, we're gonna stop the movement and bring in the fingertips of both hands facing back. And let's see if you can, from here, you can press strongly with, especially with the thumb and the index finger. Nice. Maybe you can move a little bit like back and forth. So feel the forearms stretch, coming all the way up to your biceps as well. Nice. And now we bring both hands, the fingertips facing forward again. And we're gonna do right hand facing up. Nice, and feel the top of the wrist here. You can extend the elbow if you need. I mean, if you feel like it feels good for you. It's a bit awkward, this movement. But then also you can bend the elbow as much as you need. Nice. We're gonna move the fingers of the right hand, maybe doing a fist here. Nice, open and close. And shake, release. And let's do left hand. Nice, again in here it depends on how you feel. You can bend the elbow more or extend it. Nice, start moving the fingers and doing a fist and open, fist and open. Nice, then we release, shake it, shake it, shake it. Nice, we're gonna come now on our fingertips and we're gonna press strongly with the fingertips on the floor. Perhaps we wanna tuck the toes as well. And you can stay here or you can lift the knees from the floor, just a little bit. Nice, and when you're ready, we exhale, bringing the knees down. Bringing the hands down onto the floor. We're gonna sit back here. And instead of coming into Balasana, we're gonna make this a little bit more active. So we bring the hips closer to the heels and we're gonna extend the arms as far as we can. Almost like if you want to reach the top of the mat with both hands. Nice, we look forward. Nice, and we try to bring the chest down. Nice. Then from here, we're gonna slide the hands back closer to the knees as we come into a cat's position. Come on the top of the feet and push away the floor with both hands. We bring the tailbone in here. Nice. And then feel the rounding of your back. Nice. The chest moves up. We separate the shoulder blades from each other, bringing the chin to the chest. Nice. Feel the back of the neck as well. And pay attention to the subtleties of the pose. Nice. The abdomen is so active here. And I am pushing away the floor strongly with the hands. Ooh, nice. Inhale and start bringing the tailbone up like an anterior pelvic tilt. And then slowly, gradually, we start to curve, to arc the middle back. Nice. And we walk the hands forward again. We come into puppy pose. Nice. Take a moment here to be comfortably on your hands, both hands, arms extended. And then we're gonna sink the chest down and keeping the arms up, like not touching the floor. We look forward and feel the chest coming close or closer to the mat. Nice. You can come on your fingertips if you want to go a bit deeper. Nice. My butt is pointing up completely here. Nice. Feel the opening on the shoulders, the armpits, the chest. Nice. And then as slowly here, we're gonna walk the hands back really slow as we round the back and start to do here like movements with the spine here, like rounding and curving. Nice. Feel free to move the hands closer to the knees. Nice. Nice. We curve and then we round. We do like circles with the hips as well. And change direction. Don't worry too much here. This is one of those movements or part of the practice where you allow yourself to move freely in a way that it feels good for you. You can even explore different movements. Nice. So from here, we come into stillness. We're gonna keep the toes touching. We're gonna separate the knees a little bit. And I would like you to press with the top of the feet on the floor. Strongly bring the hands, press with both hands on the floor, and we're gonna lift the knees up here. Nice, we bring the hips back and we're gonna stretch the top of the feet here. It's almost like a downward facing dog. On the top of the feet. Nice, you can stay here, like come down if you need for a break. I like to bring the shins closer to the floor and then coming up. It's almost like if you want to sit on your heels and then up. Nice. Ooh. Then slowly we're gonna extend both legs. You can stay on the top of the feet or come on your toes. We're gonna walk the hands forward and come into a high plank. Palankasana. You choose the variation. Top of the feet or toes. Nice. Strongly press the floor with both hands. Nice. And then we're gonna walk one hand at a time to the front of the mat. Again, here you go as far as you wanna go. You can even stay on your high plank. And slowly we're gonna go down and to lay on the front of the body here. Ooh. Nice. Extend both arms to the front if you were in a plank position. And we're gonna keep the forehead on the floor. And feel the front part of the body touching the ground, touching the earth. Nice. Let the breath to slow down. Nice. Slowly we're gonna lift the head here and slide the hands back, the arms back. We keep hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna start bringing both legs together. Nice. Squeeze the glutes. And then press with both hands on the floor. We're gonna lift the chest up, like looking forward, bringing the shoulders back. Nice. Keeping both legs active here. We're gonna lift the hands from the floor. Nice. The shoulders are moving back. I'm opening my chest to the front, and then start lifting both legs up. Nice. You can look to the floor a little bit forward here. Nice. Try not to put pressure on the neck. Nice, lifting, legs up. Ooh, nice. And then if you feel like it, you can extend both arms to the back, like wings to the sides of the body. We lift the arms up, shoulders back, and legs up here. Ooh, nice. Inhale. Start moving the arms to the front as we rotate the shoulders, bringing the small fingers together, palms facing up. Nice. We go a little bit higher. Ooh, exhale. Release. Bringing the chin or the forehead to the floor, the arms down, legs down. Nice. We're gonna slide both hands back to the shoulders. And then from here, we're gonna tuck the toes and come into your Palankasana or high plank position. Nice. Move the feet as back as you can. And then we're gonna transition into Adho Mukha Svanasana, bringing the hips up, and we're gonna keep the feet together for this variation. Nice, take your time here. Again, you can explore different movements in your downward facing dog. Nice, we're gonna keep left foot on the floor as we lift right leg up as high as you can, up, up, up. Nice, we're gonna keep the hips square facing down. And now we're gonna exhale, bend the knee, the right knee, and start the transition, bringing knee to the chest. Nice, round the back. Push away the floor. Nice, we want to make a space for the knee, the shin, to land in between both hands. Ooh, nice. Nice, come on the top of the left foot, and I like to slide my left leg to the back here. So you feel the front of the left leg, the hip flexors, the psoas. Nice. I'm gonna be really mindful because I feel a little bit of discomfort on my right wrist, so just to let you know. Nice, we're gonna inhale, extend the right arm forward. Nice, elongate. And with the next inhalation, we're gonna draw half circle with the right arm to the back, and perhaps bending the left knee. And we're gonna grab the top of the feet or the ankle, the top of the foot or the ankle. Now we're gonna try to move the left foot first away from you. Nice. We look to the back, over the right shoulder. And again, go with your own body, with your own experience, rather than looking or like paying attention too much about like how it looks in my body here. Ooh, nice. Now we're gonna change direction of the foot, bringing it close to the glutes or closer to the sacrum. Nice. We keep looking to the back, and this is a really deep stretch for the quad muscles. Ooh, nice. We're gonna exhale and we're gonna release the foot, but instead of bringing it back, we're gonna bring the foot closer to the right foot. We are using the shins, but also the top of the feet to be in this position here. So that is gonna help you to keep the balance, like using the top of the feet, the shin. The knees are like pretty much not involved here. Nice. And now we're gonna inhale, lifting arms up. Ooh. Exhale down. And if you like, we can play a little bit here. Inhale, moving both arms in a diagonal. Right arm goes up, left arm goes back, down, and then we change here. Nice. If you want fluidly moving the arms, one goes forward and the other one goes back. Nice. Again, remember, it's a bit like moving through water. Nice. And then we bring both hands again forward. We move the left leg back, and we come back to the starting position. This time we're gonna tuck the toes, lifting the right leg, pushing away like we did before. Let's see if we can step the right foot in between the hands. Ooh, nice. Bringing the left foot flat onto the floor. Nice, and we come into Parsvakonasana. Parsvakonasana, like extended side angle. I'm gonna bring my right hand outside of the right foot, or you can also bring a block outside of the right foot and bring in the hand to the block. Make sure your left foot is pressing the floor strongly, especially the external part of the foot. And now the left arm is gonna move forward and up. Ooh, nice. My right shoulder is in touch with my right knee here. My hips are going down. And I'm gonna take a few circles with my left arm. Inhaling, looking forward, going forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Nice. Exhale. We finish with both hands on the floor. Come back into your toes of the left foot, and we come into a 3 like a plank, or just like into a normal plank. We're gonna exhale into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or Bhujangasana, the cobra. Exhale, downward dog with feet together. Nice, we come into the starting point of the small sequence. Nice, now it's gonna be left leg coming up, square the hips, feel the back of the right leg. Nice, and then exhale, come on your tiptoes of the right foot, bend the left knee, transition forward. We stay here. Nice, lifting the knee, pushing the floor away with both hands. And now we're gonna land shin and knee in between the hands. Moving your right leg back or sliding. And we are gonna reach with the left arm forward and then take an inhale, half circle. And again, here we grab the top of the foot or the ankle, but just take a moment to move the foot closer to your glutes without using your hand first. Nice, and then finally we grab the foot or the ankle and we move it away from the body. Here, if you grab your ankle, you can flex the foot as I am doing. Almost like if you want to touch the floor with your toes, you want to bring them down. Nice, and now we're gonna exhale. Now so you can like point the foot here, and we bring the foot closer to the sacrum, to the glutes. Usually if you bring it like really close, perhaps it's gonna be your heel like touching the sacrum, more or less. And then the rest of the feet goes up into your lower back. Nice, we're gonna release here, bringing the foot, the right foot closer to the left. Nice. Remember here the activation of the top of the feet, the shins. Whew, nice. Take your time to be stable. Nice. And then with the arms, we're gonna elongate the arms up, the spine. Nice. We come into Kali Mudra, index fingers extended, and the rest of the fingers are binding here. Nice. And as you elongate from the waist all the way up, you can come into a little bit of a back bend. Nice. Moving the hips forward and moving the arms back, bringing the chest, opening the chest to the front, slightly looking up. Nice. Exhale, release, both hands down. Bring the right leg back. Tap the toes. And we lift the left leg up. Coming back to the position we did earlier. And now we're gonna step left foot in between the hands. Push away the floor. We come into Parsvakonasana. Same actions as before. Nice. My right foot this time is pressing strongly on the floor. My left hand is gonna go outside of the left foot. Mudra, shoulder and knee. Then inhale. Start moving the right arm this time. Exhale, back and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice. We bring both hands to the floor. Come into three like a plank or just a plank. And then exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Adho Mukha Svanasana. This time, separate the feet as wide as your hips. Nice, and take a few breaths here. Enjoy. Nice. I like to breathe from the heels all the way up, from the back of the legs to your hips, to your tailbone, and then the exhalation happens from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, the hands and the fingertips. It's like the inhalation, it's an ascendant breath from the heels all the way up to the pelvis, and then the exhalation, it's a descendant breath from the tailbone going all the way through the back, the spine. Nice, to your fingertips of the hands, crown of the head, and then coming back to the earth. Nice, we're gonna look forward to the hands, and then you can jump, walk, or float. Like if you wanna float, like I like to bend the knees, lifting the heels, and start bringing the weight of your body to your hands and arms here, shoulders. So almost I'm creating this foundation, like a strong foundation with my arms, because they are gonna be my brakes here, my anchor. And now from here, what we do, it's just to not only jump the feet forward, we also want to lift the hips above the shoulders for a moment before to bring the feet down. So it would be something like that. You can practice a few of these. Nice, bending the knees, hands, arms strong, and then lifting the hips above the shoulders. And then feet down. Nice. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, we come into Uttanasana. Nice. I let you here if you want to, if some of you wants to practice the jump or the floating a couple times. Otherwise, we are gonna come into Uttanasana. We're gonna grab the opposite elbows with the hands, bringing the belly nicely closer to your thighs. Let the head heavy, hanging down, no effort. Nice, and perhaps you want to move side to side like a pendulum, or you just want to stay here hanging down. Nice, feel the oxygen, the blood like running all the way down to your head, your brain, your forehead. Nice, notice how good it feels. Nice, now we're gonna release the elbows. We're gonna bend the knees and keep the belly and the chest touching the thighs. We're gonna come all the way up in a different way. We let the arms hang in, and we're gonna keep the rounding of the back. Slowly, we start extending the legs. Nice, and then moving from the bottom of the spine, vertebra by vertebra. So we wanna make the spine straight, no rush here. And the last thing to come up, it would be the neck, the chin, and the head. Nice. Make yourself comfortable in the standing position. And just feel, just take a moment to feel, instead of like, you know, I feel sometimes in the guided classes, because I'm talking a lot and giving many cues, perhaps you lose touch with the feeling, because you pay so much attention to the talking. So let's take a moment here to just feel your body. Whatever it is perfect. Nice, and slowly we're gonna come back. We're gonna bring in feet together, legs together. We're gonna be working a little bit on our balance, and we're gonna do a bit of a back bend as well. We want to lift the heels up. Nice. Keep the ball of the feet, the toes, like touching, pressing the ground, like here, anchoring that part of the feet on the floor. We're gonna activate the legs, extend the knees, coming all the way up from the pelvis to the torso, and we're gonna start extending the arms up. Nice. I like to keep my hands in a Hakini Mudra. You choose here. And in here, as you bring the hips forward, nice, we start arcing the spine, bringing the chest forward, arms up and back. Nice, heels up. Whew. Nice, make yourself so tall here. Nice, arcing, arcing, arcing. Nice, and as we exhale, this is optional, we keep the heels up. But if at any point you want to bring them down, just go for it. We move the arms forward. Nice, strong calf muscles. We start to come into an anterior pelvic tilt. Nice, my calf muscles are so active. Bringing the fingertips to the floor. Nice. You have the option here to rest the heels on the floor and then bring them back up. We're gonna come into the diver's pose. Like almost like if we were diving in the ocean. Nice. Calf muscles active. Inhale and start bringing both arms back and up. Nice. Both palms, they face each other here. Nice. My belly goes closer to my thighs. My chest closer to my knees or to your legs. Nice. And slowly we all are gonna bring the heels down. And now feel the difference. Now we bring the torso closer to the legs, like if we were in a Uttanasana. We're gonna interlace the fingertips, the fingers, sorry, at the back. Nice. Extend the elbows, bringing shoulder blades together. And what we're doing here is to bring the chin to the shins. Nice. And we move both arms forward. Nice. If you want to explore a little bit, you can bring your face in between your shins. And we move the arms forward, but also down here. Nice. And then inhale, we release the arms, and we're gonna come into Utkatasana one more time. We bring the arms up, activate your knees, like Hakini Mudra, and then perhaps we lift the heels again here. You also have the option to keep the heels on the floor. Nice. Belly goes a little bit in. And then there is a little bit of posterior, like the tailbone goes in as well. Exhale. Let's go down. Nice. Sit on your heels. Exhale, bringing both arms down. And we're gonna transition. We're gonna sit on the floor with hands or with no hands. And come into Navasana, the boat pose. All right, let's see if we can keep the knees as close as you can. And you can choose your pointing the feet or flexing the feet. Nice. And then try to find the balance in the sacrum, the lower back here. And now we wanna open the chest, extending the arms forward. Perhaps Drishti goes all the way forward to your toes. Nice. If you want to take a break, just take a break. And now we're gonna do the variation now, like of extending the legs up here. So the legs are like a diagonal from the floor. Nice, roll the shoulders back. I tend to sink down as well. Nice. And now slowly we're gonna bring the feet together here. Nice. And coming into Baddha Konasana. Now, so we keep the sole of the feet touching and the heels closer to your hips. Nice. You can grab the toes with both hands. Nice. Elongate the spine. Nice. And bringing the knees closer to the floor. You can also like forward fold, like your belly and chest going down. I have a little bit of pain on my right knee, so until that is gone, I don't want to push myself. So I'm gonna stay here all the way up. You can go down or you can stay here with me. And breathe in that space, the space around your hips. Your pelvis. Nice, we take an inhale here, exhale, release. Nice, we're gonna bring the feet down onto the floor, extending both arms forward, reaching here. And then exhale, we're gonna play a little bit with the rounding of the back here. Feel the tailbone, sacrum now touching the floor. And we're gonna keep this rounding. We're gonna go down vertebra by vertebra. Nice, feel the lower back pressing the floor. Nice, and then feel the shoulder blades, the upper back, and the back of the head touching the floor. And feel this first moment of your body resting on the ground. Nice, we can keep the knees bent for now. Nice, feel your lower back pressing the floor. Nice, and we are gonna come into Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. Nice. We're gonna keep the feet parallel, more or less as wide as your hips. We keep both arms to the sides of the body with palms facing down. And the most important thing here is to keep your feet, the heels especially, pressing the floor. So the strength comes from that part, like mainly. We're gonna lift first the hips and try to keep the hips in line with your belly. your belly with your torso, and don't come into like an exaggerated back bend, let's say, like bringing the hips too much all the way up. Just find like a straight, like a diagonal line with your torso, your hips and legs. Nice. Keep pressing with the heels on the floor. Activate your glutes. Nice. We keep like really gentle here. Setu Bandhasana. Nice. And then as you exhale, we're gonna bring the hips back down. Nice. And relax here. Nice. Now we have the option to come back into the same posture, Setu Bandhasana, or we can come into Urdhva Dhanurasana, the wheel pose. Nice, yeah, you choose here. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, we want to bring the heels a little bit closer. So when we extend the arms, we can touch the heels with the fingers. Feet are parallel. Nice. Lower back nicely pressing the ground here. Just take a moment. Ah, nice. And now we're gonna bring the hands back. So the elbows are facing up and my fingertips are facing my feet here. We're gonna start again, like bringing the main attention to the heels, the sole of the feet. We're gonna lift here the hips. Nice, and press with hands, with both hands on the floor to lift the torso, the head. Nice, and keep active the sole of the feet, the heels. Nice, feel the hips wide here. So there is a widening of the front of the hips and there is an opening of the chest. If you feel comfortable, you can move the hands closer to the feet and then feel the opening of the chest. Breathe here. Nice. Let the breath go through the lower back. Go through. Nice. I'm gonna lift the heels here, moving the chest forward or to the back. Nice. Feel how supple is your body. Nice. And then exhale, bringing the heels down. And before to come down, move the head up, like looking up, bend the elbows, bring the head down, and then slowly the top of the upper back, nice, the middle back, and the lower back. Nice, you can bring the arms forward again to the sides of the body. We're gonna lift the feet and press your lower back on the floor here. And then once the lower back is pressing the floor, we're gonna, with both hands, we're gonna press the legs down. Nice. For this one, separate the legs first. So we focus more on keeping the lower back stable here. Nice. The sacrum. Feel the sacrum touching the floor. Nice. And now we're gonna bring knees together. Nice. And this time we can hug knees to the chest. And moving side to side. For this one, it is like harder, let's say, to keep the lower back on the floor. But it's fine if the lower back lifts a little bit. Nice, let's come into happy baby, like any variation you like. I'm gonna do this time like arms from the inside of the legs and then grabbing the external part of both feet. Nice, and I'm gonna press my feet down, my knees down, my lower back down. Nice. Ooh. You can play a little bit like with some ankle circles, like both directions. Nice, bringing the sole of the feet together. Ooh. And release here. We're gonna do a little bit of shaking, like shaking the arms, shaking the legs. Ooh, release all tension from the body. And then slowly release. We're gonna keep the arms like away from the body, keeping the knees bent, and then just let the knees fall in like in a really passive way. Just let the knees fall into the left, and perhaps you move the head to the right. And let this pose be so passive. No effort whatsoever. Nice, and then inhale slowly, knees to the center, and exhale, let the knees fall into the right, moving the head to the left. And then slowly, as you inhale, bringing the knees to the center. Take a full inhale in here. And as you exhale, start coming into Shavasana. Just make yourself super comfortable, super cozy. Nice, and feel the depth and the gentleness of the practice.